The ball game Saturday was a matter of 4, 5, 6 plays in the ball game. A little bit like the week before. Momentum when it goes against you. You've got to be a really good football team to turn it back, and we weren't that Saturday. You have a receiver fall down on a comeback route, and the ball goes right to the defensive back's hands for a touchdown. You have a quarterback that loses the ball, gets it taken right out of his hands. I don't think I've ever seen that one before. That one goes in the book. And then you give up a kickoff return where you got people in place, but they play the wrong leverage. You take those 3 plays, you take the strip of the quarterback and the ball laying there, we don't get it. You take the strip we do get, and we not quite fast enough to score. So you got 5 or 6 plays in the ball game, and I think that's a different ball game because I think our kids played hard. That's the key. So we've put this one behind us and kind of learn from some of those 4 or 5 plays that happened in the ball game, and hopefully that'll help us as we move into conference play.
Coach, coming into the season, I think we all agreed that September was going to be a bear of a schedule, and I think we all agree that played out. So now that you're into conference play and ULM is next on the schedule, is there almost a sense of hitting the reset button and moving forward?
Well, that's kind of our mindset. We kind of called the first 5 games. You called it a bear. We called it the journey. At first, you go to Colorado and to Wyoming and some places that some of our kids had never even thought about going to, and playing ball games and playing good football teams. But now we get a chance to play conference football, and with the exception of having Appalachian State kind of stuck in that mix early, this will be a good stretch for us, and to kind of see where we've grown, and hopefully some of our young guys have got some experience and will be able to play better as we move into conference play.
Even though you've lost the last 4 games, we were even alluding to it last week, talking about your last opponents have all played the bowl last year, all except Houston Baptist. There's some pretty good opponents. Despite those losses, is there some things that you feel that you've seen that will help your team in conference?
Yeah, again, I think all of it has. I think every one of our ball games has given us an opportunity to kind of evaluate and look and see where we are, and the things that go along with playing that schedule in the first 5 boys. You want to come out healthy, and we lose 2 guys that are pretty valuable to our team, but it allows some guys behind them to play and get some experience. So hopefully we're ready and prepared to go with the challenge of playing the conference schedule this before us. So, and I think those first 5 games helped us.
Speaking of players that got to play that were a little bit further on depth, Willie Jones got in there last week, a little extended period of time. How did you feel about his play?
I thought he played better last week than he's played before. The big thing about being a quarterback is you have to learn to be a college quarterback. Just like when a college quarterback has to go to the NFL, you have to learn how to be an NFL quarterback. It's so different than playing at Silsbee High School. You got safeties you got to look at, you got to read, you got linebackers, you got a set of protection. He's never done that in his life before, so he got better at that. I thought going into last Saturday's game and during the game, I felt like he did some good things. Still got to work on his ball security. That's something that our whole offense has got to work on because we were not very good ball security-wise Saturday. But he's getting better. I think he's getting better as a football player, and I'm excited to continue to see him grow and mature in the quarterback role.
Think we'll see him this week at all?
Yeah, there's a good chance.
Will it take a lead on either side to put him in, or will you go out there and the game's still tight?
No, we're still in game plan mode to see when, we're in the process when we can put him in the game.
Coach, you and Coach McCray, since you arrived here, have talked about stopping the other team from running the football. And with the exception of UTSA, your team's been able to do that. This past Saturday against Wyoming, shut down a team that wanted to run the ball. ULM, Coach Viatar, with guys like Derek Gore, they're going to try to run the football.
No question.
On Saturday, do you feel good about the defense stopping the run?
Well, a big challenge because Derek Gore is a very talented running back, and I think they're pretty good up front. I think they've got some talented guys. Frank Sutton is one of my favorite offensive linemen to watch on tape. I mean, because he plays with a nasty demeanor and he's athletic, and I really like watching him. When I watch other people's tape, I always pick 2 or 3 guys I like to watch on the other team. He's one of my favorite guys because I think he plays hard all the time. So, yeah, they want to try to establish the run. They got a very talented quarterback in Evans and Gore, and they'll put Green back there, let him run it. So they'll put all those guys back there. Everybody gets a chance to touch the ball in an offense. It's a little bit like our offense and a little bit like App State's offense. So it'll be a challenge for us, but I think that's the number one thing we always talk about on defense. How do you go stop the run first?
What does Evans do? You mentioned Coach Vietar's quarterback.
Yeah, he's, with his legs and the ability to escape rushes and those type things. And I think he's becoming a better passer as he, plays and gets more experience playing. But his ability to run and escape guys and what he's done a good job of is reading when to give it and when to pull it. He seems to, when he runs, he's wide open, when he's running. So he does a good job, and not many people catch him when he's running. So, very talented guy, and I think he's getting better as a passer also.
You see some parallels, Coach, with what Coach Vietar is trying to do at ULM and what you're trying to do here?
Yeah, I think Matt's trying to do exactly what we try to do. Matt, obviously did a great job at McNeese building the program, and he took that program and took it to a playoff level championship contender program at the FCS level. And I think, he took over a program that was, much like this one, down and disgruntled, discouraged, or whatever you call it, and is starting to infuse some more talent and give it a culture that says let's go compete and let's go try to win at a high level, and I think that's what he's trying to do.
This defense that McNeese State tend to be very aggressive. Are you getting that same sense of what he wants to do defensively with ULM?
Yeah, I think so. They're a little bit of play base and then all of a sudden come after you. So we've got to do a good job on offense of kind of figuring out where they are, because they give you a bunch of different looks, and sometimes you wonder if those looks are on purpose or by accident. But they've got some talented guys over there, some athletic guys, especially on the edges. And then some big guys up inside. So we got to find a way to establish the run game first. And once you can establish a run game, then all that other stuff feeds off your run game.
We've got Gabe Lloyd here. He's about to talk to us.
Hi, Gabe.
Two-time team captain. He's one of the players you signed right when you got here. Can you kind of talk to us a little bit about him, what he's brought to the team, senior leadership?
Well, yeah. Actually, I didn't sign Gabe. Gabe was here when I got here. He was one of the mid-year guys that I inherited. And, different than maybe any junior college guy that I've ever been around. Smart, sharp, good student. I've always got this saying, they go to junior college for a reason. And I don't know why he went to junior college. Somebody screwed up in recruiting. Basically. And he went to junior college because he wasn't recruited highly, and he should have been. He should have been the guy that a lot of people should have recruited and should have had the opportunity to play at a lot of places. And, ever since I've been here, I've been so impressed about the way he goes about his business. On campus, off campus, practice, games, the whole 9 yards. He's one of those guys that I asked him to do things that I don't ask some of our other guys to do. I ask him to talk to other teammates to help them out. I don't ask other guys to do it. I ask him to do it because I know he's mature enough to handle it. So he's been a big piece of what we're trying to build here.
You mentioned him talking to other teammates. How has he been able to help those younger guys out?
I just think by his maturity level, he can talk. When it comes from it's like having a dad trying to talk to a son. Sometimes that stuff goes in one ear and out the other. When you're head coach trying to talk to Thurman Mobley, sometimes it's like goes out. But if Gabe Lloyd's talking to Thurman Mobley, it's like a big brother talking to Thurman Mobley. So I think guys listen to their teammates that are having success on and off the field.
Can you talk about what he does off the field? He was semifinalist for an award for top scholar athlete.
Yeah.
He's also put on the Warfel Award
Mhm.
list. One of 5 players that
Yeah.
you had to do that. How important is that when you go look for players when you're recruiting and bringing them in?
Yeah, that's it. I really correlate off the field activity with on the field play. I mean, I've grown up that way in coaching, and you know, I've been the guy that's gone out and recruited guys that didn't have good character, and the head coach said, don't bring that guy in here. And I've learned, you know, because once you bring that guy in here, he's yours, you know, and all the warts that he has. So you try to get the guys with the least amount of warts, and you try to get the guys with, you know, the guys that look good, that do the right thing off the field, that are respectful, that care about the community, that care about getting an education, because football is going to be over with one day. And, you know, he's 4.0 student since he's been here. So, I mean, that you come from junior college, he's a 4.0 student. So, you know, those are things that you rarely see. And he's one of those guys that just seems to have it. And we're lucky, man. I'm going to tell you, Texas State is lucky to have that guy to go to school here. Really, really lucky. Good? All right.